you. I'll give you Marsh.
Howdy do. From Tennessee, howdy do. I'm going to try to do this on my side here. How about that? Listen real quietly. No, it's a wood thrush. And I just thought, you know, for starting your day, it's an awesome way to start your day when you can listen out your window and you got all kinds of pressures on you and you're needing some solace, say, a little bit of compensation, at least from nature, is a wonderful place to start. And one day, I don't know what there is about it, but one day these sounds were coming at the break of day. You just barely see some light, and the wood thrush was welcoming me in my day. And it was awesome because, like I said, when you're working so hard to try to get things done, it is a challenge. And many of you, I'm sure, in your working day experience understand what I'm talking about. The essence of a stone is truly brought to focus when you can see it for real. Everybody knows that. And in polishing, it's the same thing. Something is of a nature such as that which we don't make, or even in this case here, we believe it's a synthetic. There's a connection that you just do not have with so many other kinds of things in life, and that's the reason why we're here today. The natural things. My mother, when she used to take me out, and there was rocks, my mother used to take me out and there was rocks and animals and, you know, all sorts of stuff out there. So the natural things in life was a part of my life from the time I could just walk, you know. It was instilled in me. And it wasn't until my own sons, though, that came along and said, "Daddy, look at this pretty rock that was in the gravel at the side of the driveway," that I got bit. And that's been like about 25 years ago or 30 years ago now that happened. So everybody has their own stories, I'm sure. Let's take a look at this next thing here. We're going to charge a beast. This is charging a lightning lamp. Try to enhance it with this. Make small taps around the lamp. Your finger is on the top of the plunger. See the dots on the lamp. Now we're going to spread it around, fusing it more on stage. And use CZ or some other synthetic material. Distribute the paste around the lamp. Paste contains all of the ingredients that you need to polish your edge. And that should be it. I'm going to show you how to discharge it, if you please, here in a moment too. But basically polishing on the lightning lamp, putting a compound polish on there is very similar to whether you're using diamond, with an oil or something else. It's the same thing. You just want to put small amounts of whatever lubrication that you're going to use. In this case, the beast polish is self-inclusive. It has everything that you need on there. You can extend it if you want to with other ingredients such as extender or even the oils for your lamp oil. And there are other types of things that you could put on there to extend it, but it isn't necessary. It's very tacky, sticks on the lap, until you're ready to remove it. Okay, let's move to the next thing here. Time is of essence.
So you're just spreading that though?
Yeah, just spreading it around.
You're not pushing it in?
No. It remains on the surface. You know, Dale Carnegie, I would love to have met the man, but he said, you don't ever plan anything. You just kind of let it fly from the hip. You know your subject and move from there. Well, that's what I'm attempting to do today. So Let's see what happens with this. This is how to
Using
clean.
your fingers to spread the polish.
I don't recommend using finger with diamond.
It has 3,000 beast polish on it, and as you can see, it's shiny. And the base is what makes it shiny. It's what needs to be cleaned off. So we start with some alcohol. We use a high-grade alcohol, 91%, directly from local store, and I break down the coating of the polish by rubbing. As you can see, there's a little bit of brown in it there, so it's definitely coming off. It doesn't take just a few moments to break that down and discard that. I'm going to take a wet sponge. As you can see, this is dripping wet. It's some Bonniani. I'll try to apply a little bit of this. You can use a lot of soap and get it all the way around the lap. And then scrub. Make sure you get all the way around the lap. Notice I've got this on top of a towel, which protects my counter. Get all the way around the edges. Do both sides. Make sure both sides are clean, no residual diamond. Now we rinse. Lap is rinsed. Now I've had it dry. And you can see this is the surface that we have here where the diamond was. It is no longer. And we're ready to apply the new coating.
And that's how you charge or discharge or clean. Thank you, Dale. And he has to keep on reminding me to put my mic up here. That's how you clean the lap anyway. It's very, very simple. It doesn't take anything to get the job done. I'm telling you the optimum way to do it because I'm realizing that everyone is a different individual out there, okay? I may be a little bit more cavalier about how I do these things, but I'm not going to tell you that. I'm telling you to do it this way and you'll have less chance of problems with contamination. Fella asked here about diamond if you put it on your finger. And there are others in here that will disagree with you with what I'm going to say about this, but I can tell you right now that if you put diamond on your finger, okay, you're going to transport that. There's already enough chances for that anyway. So don't transport it. Don't give yourself the opportunity to contaminate because everything that you touch with that finger is going to have diamond on there. You can't see it, but it's there. And you're going to run into it, you're going to drag it back to the surface of your lap, and if you've cleaned everything and you don't get that off, and then you take that and drag it back to your lap, you say, I'm still getting scratches, don't come back to me and say it's still scratching or that it's scratching because you did an ultimate sin as far as I'm concerned, okay? But that's the way I feel. I feel very, very positive about doing it the way I say it. I'm showing how to, this is the natural side of the lap, I'm showing how to polish with a slurry, and this is an opal. I'm just using a cerium slurry. You see the color in that stone as it flashes by? I mean, it's just, it is just, that stone when I finished it, it was 12 carats when I finished it, 24 by 14. Gorgeous, from Ethiopia. Let me see, I play it again so that you can see the color if I can ever find my up and down of this thing. Watch the windows of the color on that thing. See the flashes there. That thing was just, it was just loaded, loaded, loaded with color. It started off with almost 50 carats, I think, and I finished up with 12.